Welcome back to another Premier League predictions video. This is for week 4 of the Premier League, and we're back from the international break. First game up is Crystal Palace and Tottenham. This is a massive game for both sides. It's the league leaders versus 14th place. For Palace, this is a chance for them to get their first win of the season, and for Tottenham, it's a chance for them to extend their league at the top of the table. This will be a tough game. Either side could win it. I think it'll be a 2-1 win to Tottenham. Next game up is Southampton and West Ham. This is another big game for both sides. For Southampton, they've had a poor start to the season. They've only picked up 2 points out of 9, so they'll be looking to rectify that. And for West Ham, they picked up 7 points out of 9, so a very good start to the season, and it looks like they'll continue that good start. However, West Ham's defense has been shocking this season. I don't know what's going on with their defense. They don't really seem to be able to stop conceding goals, and it looks like it's going to be an issue going into this game. This will be a tough game. Either side can win it. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. Next game up is Brentford and Brighton. This will be a 1-1 draw. Next game up is Leicester and Man City. This will be an interesting game. There we go. Both sides have had somewhat good starts to the season. However, I feel like Leicester have struggled a lot more than Man City. Leicester's last game against Norwich was a tough game for Leicester for some reason. They really struggled to defend in that game. They did come away with the 3 points, but I don't think they played as well as they could have. And for Man City, it's hard to gauge where they're at when they scored 10 goals in 2 games. Now, you could say that Man City are in supreme form right now, but I don't think they are, because I think the opposition that they've played have been quite poor, so they haven't really been tested apart from Tottenham in game week 1, which they failed. And going into this game against Leicester, it could be another tough game, but I think they win this one 3-1. Excuse me. Next game up is Manchester United and Newcastle. Now, I have to say right off the bat, Manchester United were a disgrace in their game against Wolves. It was completely unacceptable from start to finish how they played in that game. No Premier League team of this quality should be displaying that sort of performance. It's absolutely ridiculous. For Newcastle, I thought they were unlucky to only come away with a point against Southampton, but when you defend the way they did, you don't deserve to win. I think both sides have had somewhat decent starts to the season. With Newcastle, obviously, they're yet to win a league game. And for Manchester United, they were very lucky to win against Wolves. They are sitting in a good position in the table, but unless their performances improve, I don't think they're going to climb much higher. I think this will be a tough game. Either side can win it. I think it'll be a 2-1 win to Manchester United. Next game up is Arsenal and Norwich. This is probably the biggest game of the weekend. Both sides have to win this game. Both sides fighting at the bottom of the table. And interestingly enough, both sides have conceded 9 goals this season. Defensively shocking and just completely unacceptable for Premier League teams. Now, for some reason, I feel like Arsenal will win this game, but because of how poor they've been, I'm sure that their confidence is on the floor. Same with Norwich. Both teams have had tough starts to the season. Arsenal did play. Oh my god, Arsenal played Man City and Chelsea in their first three games, so they weren't really expected to pick up that many points. Although they did lose to Brentford as well. And for Norwich, they probably had the toughest start to the season of any Premier League team, so it's understandable that they're in the position they're in, being a newly promoted side. This will be a tough game. It'll be a close game for both sides. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. Next game up is Watford and Wolves. This will be another tough game for both sides. I'm not really sure which way this game will go. Starting with Watford, they were brilliant in the opening game against Aston Villa, scoring goals and, creating chances, but they really struggled in the games after that. However, saying that, they did play well against Tottenham, they just didn't score goals, although they probably could have conceded a lot more as well, so there is that. And for Wolves, they've just been really poor this season. I hear people saying that, they played well and the results will come, but I'm not so sure. They failed to score a league goal this season, and even with the attacking talent they have, they've really failed to trouble. They haven't really even troubled goalkeepers this season, so that is a concern. Who knows what they'll do in this game? I think both sides, have a chance of winning this. It'll be a close game. It'll be a tough game for both sides. I think it'll be a 1-0 win to Wolves. Next game up is Chelsea and Aston Villa. This will be a 2-0 win to Chelsea. Next game up is Leeds United and Liverpool. This will be a tough game for both sides. For Leeds, I think they have improved since their first game against Manchester United, where they got completely destroyed. It was unacceptable. And with Liverpool, they've had a decent start to the season, although they should have beaten Chelsea in their last game. They had a chance to do it when Chelsea went down to 10 men for literally a whole half of football, but they didn't manage to do it. And back to Leeds, I think that they should have had a better start to the season, considering how they ended last season. They were solid defensively, and they're a team that were effective going forward, but it looks like they reverted back to their old habits in leaving themselves open at the back and conceding goals. But going to this one, I think they'll give Liverpool a good game. But I think it'll be a 2-1 win to Liverpool. And the final game for the week is Everton and Burnley. I think Burnley could possibly get something out of this game. They've had a decent start to the season, even though they haven't picked up any points. And actually, no, they picked up 1 point. My bad. And for Everton, they've had a really good start to the season. Although last season they had a good start as well, so I don't think that's really saying much. However, I think this will be a close game. Either side could win it. I think it'll be a 2-0 win to Everton. And that's about it.